Storm Keating and husband Ronan are currently at the center of a frenzy over an unpaid cleaning bill, but it's not the first time they've been in a storm. The Australian fashion designer has hit back at a former cleaner's claims she refused to pay a £500 bill after working on her £5 million property. Storm called out cleaner Jasmina Dimitrieva on Instagram by sharing pics of the disgraceful state her home was left in and said she had been left with no choice but to share the truth on the matter. The Keatings were previously rocked by controversy at the very start of their relationship, which attracted scrutiny due to the somewhat awkward timing. Ronan met Storm while they were both working on the Australian version of The X Factor, and they started a romance just months after he split from his first wife. The Boys' Own singer's 12-year marriage to Yvonne Connolly ended when she discovered he was having an affair with backing dancer Francine Cornell. Get the news you want straight to your inbox. Sign up for a Mirror newsletter here. Yvonne confronted her then-husband's mistress in a dramatic face-to-face showdown after discovering the affair when she checked her phone bills, just before they were supposed to be moving into a new house together. Appearing on Brendan O'Connor's Cutting Edge, Yvonne said the two women actually ended up bonding over both being wronged by Ronan. When I look back, this is what it all boils down to. It was basically two girls in love with the same boy who over a 5-hour conversation realized that that boy was not who we thought he was, explained Yvonne. Ronan hinted they had marital problems before the affair and claimed he had no regrets. Opening up in a detailed Facebook post in 2016, Ronan wrote, "There is a lot more to it than an affair, and obviously it was broken well before then. There are always two people in a relationship, and if it's not working there's more than one good reason. I will not stand for complete misrepresentation of my truth and my heart anymore. After 6 years I draw a line. There is a lot more to my situation than people will ever know, and that's the way it should be. But there are always two people in a relationship, and if it's not working there's more than one good reason for it." The former couple split in 2010, although their divorce was not finalized until 5 years later, with Ronan claiming Storm helped heal his wounds after his marriage breakdown. "I'm incredibly lucky to have found Storm after the hurt I caused. She is incredible and a beautiful woman," he said. At the time, a source told the Irish Daily Mirror, they have loads in common. For the first time in months Ronan has a real spring in his step. "Things are going great. Storm is beautiful and vivacious and is a really good tonic for Ronan after the tough 18 months has had. They are both into keeping fit, music and good food and wine. There is a real spark between the two of them. Although they're still in the early stages, both think this could be the start of something long-term." Ronan and Storm got some flack due to how quickly they got together just months after he left his first wife. In July last year, Storm said, "Back in the earlier days when I first started dating Ro, people were a lot more judgmental. But I think over time they've got to know me a bit more." Storm and Ronan got married in August 2015 in front of 170 family and friends and his 3 children from his first marriage, Missy, Ali, and Jack. "It was a perfect day. We always wanted the wedding party to be just us and the kids," Ronan told Hello! magazine at the time. In April 2017, the couple welcomed their first child together, son Cooper Archer Keating, then in March 2020 daughter Coco Knox Keating was born. Storm and Ronan are back in the limelight this week after cleaner Jasmina made her shocking claims. Jasmina told The Sun that her team at JMV Cleaners were up against it from the beginning after being double booked with a removal service she claims were making a mess as they tried to clean. The Keatings are wealthy people. They should not be treating me this way. How Storm replied was terrible, she said. Mirror Online has contacted Storm Keating and JMV Cleaning for comment. But Storm has since hit back by showing photos of a stained toilet bowl, another toilet left unflushed and stuffed with paper, strands of hair in a sink and dirty fingerprints and scribbles visible on a wall. Taking to Instagram to rebuke the claims made by Jasmine, Storm penned, "We feel compelled to share a message we sent to someone who chose to sell a story to the press rather than do the job she was actually employed to do. Dear Jasmina, we were contacted during the week by The Sun about your bogus article and asked for our side of the story. We declined to comment and instead rise above it. To sell an untruthful story to the press for money and a moment of fame is disappointing beyond belief. It says a lot about a person. Since we discovered the disgraceful state you left our house in, we considered publicly sharing the service we got from JMV Cleaning Services with our followers to caution others from hiring you. You promised us a service you didn't perform and then unilaterally increased the agreed contract price by 120% after you supposedly did the clean without any consultation, pre-notice or agreement. You then broke our trust by demanding payment saying the job was complete, when in actuality the house was left in no acceptable state for handover. We however restrained ourselves from going public because we were hoping this level of service was not acceptable by your own standards and that you would want to remedy the situation professionally and amicably. But today you have proven this is not the case and left us no choice but to share the truth on this matter. Do you have a story to share? Email webfeatures@trinitymirror.com